Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing a new cigar of a sort. It came out last year through a Black Label Trading Company, and this is an event-only cigar, or it's supposed to be, because I was able to find some. You can find them, okay, but they are an event-only cigar primarily. And this is the Santa Muerte Barrio Santo. And here it is. Comes in one size, 5.5 by 48. There's your density. Now, the big thing about this cigar compared to the normal Santa Muerte line is this cigar uses an Ecuadorian Maduro wrapper. The regular line Santa Muerte uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. The other parts, I believe, are primarily the same. Now, it's priced at $10 a cigar, and like I said, it's an event-only cigar. So that is pretty much the long and the short of it. This is part of the Santa Muerte is part of their Day of the Dead Mexican celebration. So this falls right in line with that. So let's get right to it. The relatively new from Black Works or Black Label Trading Company, Santa Muerte Barrio Santo. Good little size. Seems thin when you're used to 54s. A 48 looks very thin, but look how oily that wrapper is and look how dark it is. That is a nice looking Maduro wrapper, almost flawless. There's that sound again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good draw. You don't have to wait for these flavors. I've had a couple of these already, and it's coming right at you full barrel. It's a nice, somewhat tangy cedar. There's some citrus aspects there with nice brown sugar and cinnamon, but the majority of the flavors is a very thick, pasty-like nutmeg, sweet dark chocolate, and a lot of black coffee. Black pepper at 7.5. So it's a very good start. I mean, it's right in line with a lot of the Black Label type cigars. Is that those type flavors? But this particular nutmeg is very thick. It's almost like a brick of nutmeg, almost like a cheese. You know, nutmeg cheese doesn't exist. Okay, but I'm saying that's how thick it is, combined with the sweet dark chocolate and the black coffee, which I'm not so sure is an espresso. It is very dark. A lot of dark notes in this cigar, but you got some nice front end sweet notes that you have, and then dark notes take over. It's good. Let's see what we have by the first third. First third. Whoop. And the thick nutmeg has toned down some. But you have plenty of citrus cedar notes with sweetness of brown sugar, cinnamon. There's a lot of dark chocolate and, I'm going to say it, espresso in this cigar. It's way deeper than regular black coffee. But it's got plenty of sweetness. Medium to full body. Finish is primarily dark chocolate and coffee with a little nutmeg. Nice lingering black pepper. Everything about this cigar says dark. Look at that. I'm telling you, that wrapper is beautiful. I don't think the lights in here are doing it justice. It is so dark and appropriate for something going for, related to Day of the Dead, dark. Very appropriate. Love that little skull with the heart on his head and a candle or whatever that is. It's cool. The flavors are great. It's so thick and dark. Plenty of sweetness. 95 for the first third. There's still plenty of nutmeg, but it's way toned down. But that is an excellent first third. Let's see what we have at the second third. Here at the second third, maybe even a little bit beyond. But it's only one little thing that is a negative. Would you believe that the extreme black coffee espresso notes slightly decreased? And I liked them. So I'm going to drop the score to 94, only because the first third, they had so many of them. Now, as I went from the first third to the second third, the sweetness seemed to increase, but it was short-lived and it's starting to go back to normal. I still would call it medium to full bodied. It's very close to full, I would think. It's getting there, but it's not quite there. The finish is nutmeg, a little cedar, and light black coffee. And lingering pepper is good. The pepper is good on the front end. This good pepper is good. But that's a small detail, and you rarely hear me say the coffee went down, so it's a negative. But in this case, the cigar was really rocking along there in that first third. That may come back. And it's still not bad. 94 for the second third. Come on. But that's where we are. And let's see what happens in the final third. That is down to the end. So let's wrap it up. Okay, the coffee still stayed at about the same level, but the citrus, brown sugar, cedar, cinnamon went up. It got really significantly sweeter. Nutmeg is in there, but it's not, nothing like it was at the beginning, which was fine. But a nutmeg is a workable amount. But the cigar all of a sudden got really balanced almost. It was just nice sweet notes, nice dark notes, chocolate. So I am moving the score back up to 95 because it is really good. And that little blip in the middle, that's critical on my part because the cigar is just so good. And you get a little over an hour out of it. I mean, I went to the nub. I mean, the finish is unchanged from the last segment. I would call it barely making it to full body. It is, but it's not going to knock you down. This is a good cigar. I mean, James makes good stuff. Oh, and I did check one thing. The difference in these two cigars, the normal Santa Muerte and this version, is basically the wrapper. The normal Santa Muerte uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and an Ecuadorian Habano binder. Don't usually see that. This cigar uses an Ecuadorian Maduro wrapper and Ecuadorian Habano binder. Both of them have Nicaraguan, Dominican, and San Andreas filler. So that's the difference. But it makes a big difference because that darkness is good. Your overall score is 94.67. Pretty darn good. Not really many things bad to say about it. I'm critical because I'm reviewing it, but it's an excellent cigar. And something to look forward to, which everybody will be interested in, coming up this weekend, the new Bishop Blend Lancero. It's a fat little sucker. And the Lizard King. So James is on the docket through the week. But this is an excellent cigar. I enjoyed it. And you got to find them because they're great. So that'll do it. The Santa Muerte Barrio Santo, 94.67.